It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Washington football team. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing on first down. Colbert. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Washington. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Colbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3-yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
7-yard line.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Patriots.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stanley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
To number 83. Touchdown, New England.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
28-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Colbert, they'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Operating from the gun. Colbert, open man here. Sims complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 14-0. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing, Mayfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, Patriots.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Yards to go.
Mayfield looks to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. McCann's kick up and good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Washington.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run with Howard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 at the 42-yard line.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the ground is Michel. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Patriots.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Colbert, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Down. Go ahead and fling him on the field.
On second down, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He'll let one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. And
so even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
On second down, it's Howard. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there. At the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 23-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield with it once more. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incomplete.
It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 6-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
From the gun, Colbert. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On 4th down, Colbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Michel. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
8-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side?
Yeah.
They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Colbert out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, Colbert looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Colbert, you got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
And that'll set him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
They run again with Harris. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next